so no koso den de yan so obekọ DBS fo atena ye sedan na dru moso nko ade a enchansen no bo akoto wo transportation ne watria na ne moso no ade ba ko maka pentare de DBS fo won ma fa hu nyina aka enti ane DBS fo ni sawoso 31st December na san hwehwe we ni nyina atwam enti opportunity ni ane DBS fo nkasa na ye school dan asori dan wa wo fie ana wo container bi ena adru ne moso a na DBS fo enchansen ni bia Kel Choco toothpaste and so eno na so de choose abribia 24/7 na osingu so this one she obi no anwen wo se fi se wo se ase niam ni nyina afiri wo amase na ye white wonim de bidie tumi ye eno na nne abefo kwan so yakeka bomu a ye de aye dra ye de twi esen enti ba bia obehia Kel Choco toothpaste no watobi enyuma kuada Roma eno wo se menfa kase yi emro me ameso mo medin biem afia amankwa tamaklo afia ni de kwan so mesre otie sede nsam ni nkyeremu ankasa etie
Adom FM
Apostifo ye wo sola aba be chechiremu akromfo no a ena wie yi pramtobremu no ye bom amane so wo mutu aka won amena wato na nanom nsie do na sa nipa no bebo kro no awie ye wo sola ene ne mpotamu ni nkura hudo bi abembe ho no ko sare wani kire Cote d'Ivoire mamu na bombofo nya asa hint no a ene ya peprapepremu a ye so ne pani be ko na wedie na wo posi ni ono akwaje ntete no wo no ba woni ho ntete wo ne kopre tuo ho ene ya wo abeto kakanka eno ene didi mu ama nipa mu mienu ato na nanom nsiadui na wutie sadi amane bono eba ye no a momo vendor bi a wono ye na adwuma tene ba bie o no mo sane no mo di gu no so no ni ade mo tiatie nipa mro ene didi di mu a ma abambofo nso ho ye hare wo mo kɔ ye no ene moto da ponko a ye register mu mienu kura won sika nie na fe foreign gun cartridges ahodo ni nyina nso bi keka ho Solar District Police Commander ASP the graft J which mu de course obra Facebook na behwe bambofo no se said wo mu ni agro enti sa waye ho se wo no wo mo bayire so de a ene asiesie hu yie no behwe niam keka wo mo ho pa no we wo so no wo mo corporate go to ho wa bete wonka ne enkotie Solar District Police Commander ASP the graft J then some of the two jano
armed robbers shooting indiscriminately as the other day we did in those camps. They also mobilized. So we also mobilized here and then went to Kaba. Near the cemetery. Approach of the police and they also started firing. We also did not sleep, so we also returned fire. Some of them were gunned down. So we brought them here, and then they're from the IGP. We should show them because the modus and did that. So we know that they are the same people who came here.
Anyway, Solar District Police Commander ASP the graft J and outside in Canada just say chromophobia wadru woman wo mo hwe akromfo na ye pagya wo mo etuo ne kan wo mo na wa free mo no wo mo ehwe wo mo sa oba Facebook kwa sa de etie ni nti adane black and white so ho ha fi se moja nom ne ade wo mu nti no wo de to so sa ya na no odene nti hunhunu ni yi aye no kan ye TV hwe ni bia pepepe ene ye de ama wo na District Commander wie ye no Inspector Ejekuma Wusu ya wo ye Dema Savannah region Bambokuo no wono so kasa bi na asema odi tu dwane sa akronfo na nko mo kɔ ayi Cote d'Ivoire mamu ɛna bambofo mpanifo te ye no mo hunu sɛ wo mo ya akronfo kro no ano a wo mo ekum owura bi a wonya mfie aduanan Rauf Abdullah na fe mechanic a wono so anya 20 years Abubakar Saka ya ni nyina wo Solar damango ekwan no so kro no bobi a wo mkɔ boye momo vendor ya no so wo mkum no last week nti se wo msusu sɛ akronfo we mo sankrofo no ebia na akronfo emimienu ba ku yanya ne din Yusuf Ball a wanya 20 years na covid vaccine card ni bi na bi hye no ho kwabrane wonam osakura ne covid card eno na ma omo hunu ye nti ba ku no ka ho no de wo mo ehunu no ye ntie supo inspector nensama onso edituda
looking at the trend and where we think they are coming from, they were going back to wherever they came to attack the people. And on the way they tried to do their thing again. And this time around, they were not lucky.
Meaning they came from Cote d'Ivoire, possibly.
Possibly. they possibly you could see they come from Cote d'Ivoire.
So this current situation, what is police doing to?
We have a certain identity of certain group who are always into this kind of atrocities and other criminalities. But we see, because of human rights, we can't mention a name. But once we know whom we are dealing with, we have also devised a means of also rebut in.
Anyway, Inspector Jakuma Wusu na yetene nkano wieye ene ene ya make say wo se yahye no so de borders no oh mema no gusu don den bambofo no ya wo mo boy japade ni nipa ho ban fi so wo mo hunu say nipa bonfo we mo no kana sichi kwan bi so no wo afa no mo de aba be wura mu na fe wo mo ye niema bi a ensem fata.
The command has intensified the patrols, and we have also deployed anti-armed robbery squad in Sola and its environs, and even putting the same measures at all the other districts, so that the people may not run away from Sola and go and attack people at say Bupe or any other district. So police is on the ground, and we are also appealing to the people within the region, especially where the incidents are taking place, that whoever has any credible information which will lead to the arrest.
Anyway, a PRO, Dema Savannah Region Police Kuono Inspector Jakuma Wusu, and you're turning Kanakron for me and wait to no can warm on 1 moon or they are called West Gonja Hospital Mochero or Damango. See, Yanko autopsy. Adom Kasiana Augusto Etieno, Adom 106.3. Miantua Kasiano so na yomungra yensan fofromu. Yaman penny adon kwa kufuado, nene, watcher nani gia or free SHS and Shenwa. Na memo breso September, Bosumi no more 1 pinini dun sumo, what day a baye. Or see a nay gun and this year beer, there was one idea na ufoni sika krano. Into one school, kura one kokra, nenye senior high school. A hot year day ya will be drew. Na a non kwa yana ahunhua ayani debebre shisha wodwa mpanifo edeto na kwan so no ene Ghana ni bia ni wo betumi aka say era me ko school dru ayi junior high school there bi anya wo free junior obeko senior eno nko ano ye na ahunhua tamale senior high school eye tamasco fo mfinhia aduoso afahye ya wono mo hye ena mampani adedanko akufo ado ekokopie asiebie ema wode ne nsami eto edwa ne kasa mu nso wo kyerese 2020-2021 wasi results no so wo hunu se edem clear se free SHS nhyehyɛ no de aba setena nkunimdie nso edi akire na ne yehwɛ ene tamaskofo we tamale senior high school omo uniform so efe mampani ne gina hɔ yi na abedi akire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia so no o student aha wo mu nyina so wɔ hɔ na yentie mampani ne nsam no a wɔde tu dwa no.
Experiences of developed nations have shown us that the most efficient way to create a society of opportunities and thereby guarantee the future of our nation is by investing in education and skills training of our youth. 5 years on, following the implementation of the free senior high school policy, which has guaranteed a minimum of senior high school education for 1.6 million Ghanaian children, I want to state without any equivocation that I am very proud of the policy and of its results thus far. A look at the waxy results of the first batch of free SHS graduates, whom I choose to call the Akufo-Addo graduates, and that of those whose results have just been released, give further evidence of why the free HS policy has been a success so far. There can no longer be any controversy about the validity of the free HS policy and its consequential measures. It is working. Let us forego partisan parochial considerations which confer little benefit, and all agree the free SHS has to be a part of our national educational architecture for at least a generation, if not forever.
Mampani Adom Kwakufu Adone ene yokotie ye na numerica se ye dam live on Facebook Adom 106.3 braho na video so de bebre ye de agum ho Tamasco fo de na etwaguo wa ha nti wo banso a wadwen kire ne de kwan so na de agu ho de ye ka ne na no fa bra bi mo ye ne set template no nti wote ya no de to ho nso ne ye nka asasem no nti we de ya kan so nyina de mbetumi akabi afa ho na fe ya kan de amamo me ento so ye guso ye wo nwomasua emu na national standardized tests for primary 4 pupils. We are brofo makana no Yankopon ya adoma mpanimfo ese December bosumi de to so du enson ena ye mofra na wo mo ewo class 4 no ensohwe a ye mo ma ye ne aso wo mo adwene ahwe ewo brofo nkonta eho ye mat no wo mo ebehye ase Ministry of Education panimfo ena wo mo eye sa enhyehyei na dwumadie no ase ana wo mo edan na die no director ya wo Ministry of Education eye Divan Ayezue ede ensemi to Jabra Enterprise Group, Wamo Epau, New Junior High School blog, Edema, Bishop Mix Junior High School, ya, and no ewo and crying. Now, young Cotier, director, then some now, the two jaw, what did you and Rishamu send she went to me a boa, I'm a more first school, call him Diano so aquanimo.
Condition is fundamental in helping pupil students achieve positive academic results. In other words, the conditions of schools directly impact performance of students. That is why it is exciting to inform all of us that for the first time in our checkered history of education service delivery and reforms initiated by government for implementation, a national standardized test for the primary 4 pupils in public schools across the country will be held on Friday, 17th December 2021. And subsequently, by God willing, next year, 2022, for P2s, P4s, P6s throughout the country. As a government, we do acknowledge the fact that to optimize the massive investments we have made in education, it is essential for us to observe the significant role of infrastructure interacting with other essential educational inputs to improve the quality of education. It is for this reason that the government of Ghana has awarded contracts for the construction of some 822 senior high school projects across the country.
Anyway, Director of Ministry of Education, Divine Ayezwe, and I would say on Kano Head of Communication and Face Energy War Enterprise Group, Felix Wood Nate. What also attitude at the NTNA, one more as school, one school, no one a boss here, just a one, a trial one time, or her school, ne by Panwa. Now, for the Cross Enterprise of War, and one more as a fashion, and I was one more BBA, and only school yet, ne, Wabesi library, one more and a home and Yama.
Your headquarters High Street so for many years na ha na headquarters na your name Bishop Mix DHS in a bosh here near where the boardroom ho na ye hwe empoma mu a na ye hu se school block back uncompleted na ye uncompleted for a very long time until your name board di hu komo so nka ye mo school na ye hwe say yeah boni beka say social investment focus education financial literacy no and health into you can send your best starting pilot projects be just say better students no any of my for any teachers no a little bit about financial literacy send your mobile crowd musica sony adesa it is starting yes for completion of school no so income DHS block na ye share no ye biano it is out to when you go to classrooms na you finish your library your ICT library your infirmary in your head teachers office so
Enterprise for my idea to chama papa fi school ade ko ye pa we ye 2007 we akwa ss we still na sadan na ye uncompleted wo ko mu nya na ye uncompleted emo awie sa prime junior high ko SS as awie o se be 10 years ni senye nyame pa na enterprise for be wan yonko be ware awo kra ma no be twamo enterprise nyame hwamo na wo mu wie ne sa no Bishop or Anglican na sorry na no ya right Reverend Dr. Daniel Silvanus Mensa Tutu wono so ani age papa o hwe said the evidence ne adanse di age ko kan dia senye enterprise for pa na ba mu a anka be ye denen ti do osre sukufo achechefo ye wo ho ne se wo mu hwe school ni yie ne enso ye ma
This sense of communal responsibility is really the idea behind the public-private enterprise initiative of our dear church. We over the years created a rewarding partnership between us and the government, as well as lobbying other agencies or organizations to support us in our service to the communities we find ourselves in as a church. We as a church have over the years worked through set partners to build out many schools and hospitals across the country. And this time we have worked with Enterprise Group, who happens to be our neighbor, to put up this beautiful facility. We encourage the teachers and students who are going to use this facility to be disciplined morally, spiritually, and in their duties.
Anyway, so for Penny Anglican, sorry no right Reverend Dr. Daniel Silvanus Mensa Toto ene yate no enkano miento akase no so na yemonwra yensam foforo emu na de hia working tampo obuno east mantam no mu ene wo mo akasa fa spirit na to won kon ho ene wo siesie wo mo kro no mu nyina kama wo mo ntwen fi se aban do na abako ama foforo so ti so ahunidie won sam no nheda nkoyie nti wo mo akro mu a to wo mo ankasa de wo mbeye bia aboa ama okro no mu aye fe wo mo akwan bibia beye kama no eno ho adwuma ne wo no mu ye fi se wo mo kwan do no anso wo ho no mu a enkoyie enti wo hilltop eno bro no bia working tampo eno wo mo sha ase afiri ho akumani ehwohwo ne ehwi baro ne bibia wo maka bra Facebook na behwe mema ma ne ma ne nyina to wo mo ho agumu eno wo mo kwan no on se je kwan so mfuturo nko a wo mo asesa no sewani nsa wo ka kire ne yenkonkotie se de wo ma ye confused no wo mo kasa no wo mo se ye adwuma
Hilltop, yes, breaking up for my mother boy, Hilltop. And now Hilltop, my near pass and say, you're quite yet, you're quite Jomoa. You're quite Dija, Nayadi Ba, your father Kadakura was one by Hilltop of Pine. And she is MC Kintam Company for Mumbai. Yes, Regan and Penny for Mumbai, and now we are about who or Papa, when I'm saying Yan and Timothy. You're quite through hospital or Banu or Cabbage, one yan.
To be a prayer, Basso, I'm saying so, or hand down. You are home to them. You need to be answered from one and so almost apply to work in Tampana. And what hilltop now, so your names you come one again. He said, they may not be say, you didn't man for your ceremony for by him from penny for or more most down. Why not?
Enti adehye bi wo hilltop brono a working tampono no wo munyina ye adwuma sese wo mu akasa ye gata no aha na saa adwene we nyina no ba ya mebu no akandifo eda MPP ne NDC ano working tampo ene mensi no mo crash pani Isaac Bafo Ameyawo ena fe MP Joseph Kuma wo munyina ka ho bi ene wo mu di saa adwuma yi ede ho ne yama so keka ho ama ene adwuma yi atumi abaso
we enye only some people be born na nya mo e kin kan for man na ya dia bo makuru asisi na ye kam ti tuwa na ye kam ne me ya kam obi aba okra kakra odo kakra otigo telu kakra na ma na ye fe ye no be ye 5 hours pe e na ye pa na ya kotua ya ye bi we jabo people so say ye nko na ye de bi assembly staff no and the service no kwa na ya in China, the must reckon for mine and the two wow, Pia, I'm not paying one million. I am more much in the come. The maker was one to I'm picking up the home and you come. Up one my young Kakaka. fever, cholera, ne adayare akaka. You need everything. I'm a good action yet. Yes, we now put who are the
Anyway, yeah, men see more crash penny walking tampono no Isaac Bafo Ameyao. And I would say no can you make us and Augusto 80 Adom 106.3 Asampa 94.7 Ishra 104.5 yani affiliate stations. Ahudu nyina yadamwase papa na ma yentu akase no sonko ensam no mu na Ghana Export Promotion Authority mpanifo enenei womo esinkete se womo baba yire won hu ye papa Ghana ye wone mabia eno de ti se yenkoko ne yem bauxite no ne ade sei ene nkrofo amanso edi ahim wo ho pa ne wone ma hudo bi nso e wo ho a eno nso ehia sa wo se ye bo hu dawro na Ghana Export Promotion Authority mpanifo se no ene afi womo ba mu ani akọ ho wo mu se 2020 no ene ma nhada ankoye covid ne ho ene ma ne menti ma ne ma ba fo mo pa na su ni nyina mu no Penny Quantrefo da Ghana Export Promotion Authority ano efua asabia asare as they say digital no ko wachi kakra enmoa na abende eye ne nnwuma nyina sebeya yenso yebefa saa kwan no so na oman yebenya emfaso ahodo ewo mu na yekọ Facebook wa ehun nsam ni nyina egu ho ne yentie mame efua asabia asare ne nsam ahodo ene niam ahodo bi a wo mususu se eno so se yede konkofo adwaman so a eso beba mfaso so oman.
Consumers have moved dramatically toward online companies and industries have had to respond in turn to working online. And perhaps more surprising is the speed up in creating digital or digitally enhanced offerings. Therefore, in this devastating situation, technology is the only hope to keep the economy on track. So even in this space of exports, GEPA latched onto virtual programs such as business summits, trade fairs, seminars, webinars, and made use of all forms of available online opportunities to promote exports as well as build the capacities of exporters to make them competent. This aligns with Pillar 3 of the National Export Development.
Anyway, Ghana Export Promotion Authority Penny Awadano Dr. Efua Sabia Asare and ayete no enkano na Facebook meba ho na yaba bekasa answer dia na Dr. Efua Sabia Asare edi to dwachire mo se de yeba no enuro pharmaceutical manufacturing enimu sa ye ton ye dibi ekwa aman so a oman Ghana bibra mamu no yakwa enimu ye papa ya eno so Washe inyumayefo no so dene ani nyumawura no msade omo ye omkoso anye na ye sent ni guso a eheta e wa bibra man enkayemu.
Ghana presently serves as the regional hub for pharmaceutical manufacturing and distribution to over 300 million people who live within the economic community of West African states. Advocates for the development of policies that mitigates the influx of low-cost pharmaceuticals to raise the capacity and market share of locally produced pharmaceuticals. We expect that this will also encourage firms to enable the competitiveness of the sector through cost reduction strategies. This aligns with a specific private sector-driven strategy within the NEDS, that is the National Export Development Strategy, for positioning Ghana export goods and services in the Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
Dr. Efua Sabia Sare and a penny quantra for the Ghana Export Promotion Authority ano Mamenkai mo messages ni biada Roma na mwaya dia Emmanuel ana eno ko hu awa Mohammed se posi for mwaya dia papa na awa Mohammed ya maka na amwani Benjamin says super weekend news no ye loud awa chima cross so say asaren so echia ne bana na akua mafoa o hwe wo Dubai na when Roselle Roselle so chia ye wo share wo Germany na fiam 36 years in Germany. Wow. Ye na bre fie ni afew. Na ono so ne de no Kitty enso abaso wa ha na wono so chia osoafo a ohwensumunam ho nsam so Elizabeth Kellis was say no more praying all day for miracles. We will work hard to fix our country. Rejoice kuma and so ewa ha Rejoice Diana for many so facha menemum wo mata GH so by Steven Chumasi Ankran so ewa he fa Kentampo yada se Francis Nelson and so say good work tamaklo yada se papa tadri GH so asade abawa ha biem me fancy hey na madaroma munyina mo de no ya na escape nti antimi amode afache ye yada adom Malakio ase adom natural tonic so sa adom natural man mixture ne capsules and ya adom lady care capsules and a mixture dependable herbal home for no ahodo ya eri etri de free ho ye moja swat ya wonu ebe ma moja memma boa ye ne manyina yada na se DBS roofing sheet so eno ne nchensen papa no kosi se December 31st beson no boso no ekoso ene woni nsa wo so kel chocolate toothpaste so di akote ne wom papa pa enwumre mi amesom mo medin e de afia amankwa tamaklo Dr. Shine Aqua ene produce ye na nkaibo ewo ho na obidum bie kwaku adukumi enso aye krado de ebeba nsa no obeba no right aye krado ono de agudie mo nsam no ebeba yenua bema no a ene na otwe ne no ha ne won kantias fo hu no nyankopon onfa kra ensi wate kaban na nka gina ha
ene na wotwe
kumi
ene na wotwe abranti
ye nwanwa ewiase ye serious serious by now wono na edikan wuramu nyame fa kransie wate so wo ha nso a yenim se by now wabeteta ha ehwesa ne me ekosai nyame na nim yenim kumi wo de enya sa
mame fa nkai bo sam
na me na do nkai bo na efem
mame fa fam